Accident. An unfortunate incident that happens unexpectedly and unintentionally, typically resulting in damage or injury. Huh. I guess some of my accidents might not be accidents. Oh well. Hello everyone, it's Kaylee. Given that this is my first ever storytime video, I thought that a more wholesome story would be a great start to my channel. You'd think that as someone who's biked since childhood, there would be a very, very small chance that I would have a bike accident. But nope. Apparently, I enjoy testing my limits way too often. I was in middle school at the time, and my mom and dad got me a bike for my birthday. A white bike that I covered with owl and crow stickers because those are my favorite little birds. I was riding around the long parking pathway that sat in the middle of our neighbor's home and our home. Our garage had a steep dip in front of it that wasn't smooth on either side, so they never used it to park their car, only to put away things that they didn't want to keep at home. During one of the circles I did, I got very close to the edge of the dip and got the bright idea to try and balance on it. I did one more circle before putting my wheels on one of the edges, which, remember, weren't smooth at all. Well, to get to the point, I lost my balance and fell towards the dip, hit the edge hard with my knee, scraping and cutting deep into it. The bike then falls on me, and it hurt so much that I just had to stay in that position I was, groaning in pain until I felt better to get up. I went inside, disinfected it after telling my mom, who laughed at me, before giving me a Band-Aid and some agua de sandía. What the hell, Mom? I trusted you. Anyways, I still used the bike for a long time. This one happened on October 19, 2022, and I was in my senior year of high school. The only reason I even remember this date is because it was the same day I was supposed to take my driving exam, since I already passed the written exam on the third try. Didn't really take it though because I was still a minor and my dad wasn't paying $500 to take lessons. So, yeah, didn't get my lessons till I was 18. Anyways, my dad had gotten me an electric bike so I could take myself to school, which I was happy with since it meant that I could wake up at my own time instead of getting up super early, since my mom would be the one to take my little sister and I to school. I left early since I wanted to hang out with some of my friends that day, but as soon as I got on the sidewalk of the street parallel to me, my wheel just... Oh, shit! Ah! My fucking bike did a 180, causing me to shit on the concrete. Thankfully, I had my helmet on, which saved me from probably dying. Now, did I go back to my house since I was literally a few steps away from it, or did I bike all the way to school to ask the school nurse for a Band-Aid? Of course I went to school. Does it look like I want to get laughed at by my parents because I fell in a cartoonish way? Nah! I got to school after fixing the chain on my bike, which left my hands looking like a mechanic's, and asked my first PE teacher for permission to go to the nurse's office and put a Band-Aid on the wound after disinfecting it. Once I got home, I told my parents, who then laughed at me, but also got me a doctor's appointment to have it checked. Apparently, I bent my knee's bone slightly because it absorbed most of the impact, damaging some of the nerves. So now I can barely feel a part of my knee. Ain't that great? So, of course, I saved the best story for the end because it is truly unbelievable. Anyways, this one takes place in an apartment building I used to live in with my mom and pa when I was very young. It was one of those buildings that had a pool on the side, one that I would apparently sneak off to, but I'll save that story for another day. My parents had gotten me a pretty gray bike that had wings printed on the side. Psst, this is an important detail to remember. One day, I got the bright idea to go down the stairs from my floor during the nighttime on my bike. Mind you, we lived on the second floor and the stairs were in a U-turn, also known as switchback stairs. So the fact that I didn't fall over the stairs railings after going down on my bike is a miracle. But more surprising is the fact that I have no scars from the accident. My tío found me crying under my bike, took me to my mom, and my mom opened her door, tired and surprised to see me outside with my tío. Apparently, the explanation I gave my mom was that I got out of the apartment through the window, went downstairs to the garage for my bike, brought it upstairs, and tried to fly downstairs because it had wings. Apparently, in my bright child mind, I thought that if something had wings, it had the ability to fly. The fact that I am still alive is evidence of me having plot armor or just incredible luck in death situations. I guess I really am God's favorite silly little clown, fighting his silly little battles. Honestly, I'm surprised my mom didn't beat my ass for that, because that must have terrified her. Alright, I'm done here. I hope I entertained some of you, especially with how stressful the school year has been for everyone. Thanks for watching. Kiki, you want to say hi? No? What about you, Mamun? You want to say hi? No? Okay. Oh, and in case I don't see you, good evening, good afternoon, and good night.